Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way of finding the roots of quadratic equation, which is using the quadratic general formula. So I got the quadratic general formula, so I put it in this place, which is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So what we'll do next is that we're going to find which one is the a, which one is b, and which one is c. So let's move on. In number one question here, it says 10x squared plus 13x minus 13 is equal to 0. So how are we going to find the a, b, and c? Okay, we know the basis of quadratic formula is ax squared plus bx, so we do plus bx plus bx minus c is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So this is the basis of quadratic equation. So anything we are doing will be on this formula, even though we can find this formula from the root back. Nevertheless, if we are seeing any quadratic equation, if they mention any quadratic equation, we must see is equal to 0 in it. We must see is equal to 0 in it. All the time they mention quadratic equation, we will see is equal to 0. Yeah. So now what we'll begin next is how we'll find a in number 1, number 2, and number 3. So as we said, ax squared plus 13x minus 3 is equal to plus bx minus 13 is equal to 0. So in this number 1, ax squared, if you write ax squared plus bx, let's leave that plus bx minus c, let's write c is equal to 0. So is equal to 0. Yeah, so in this now we know that 10 is a and 13 is b and minus 3 is c. It's just on the same formula. So we say a is equal to 10x squared, then b is equal to 13, and c is equal to minus 3. Yeah. So now we will insert each in the general formula that I stated earlier. So we said x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So how are we going to insert it in this formula and it will make sense and we'll be able to find the answer? Just watch as I'm doing. So let's do the number 1 question. So it says 10x squared plus 13x minus 3 is equal to 0, and we state the general formula. So if we say x is equal to, we write it as the final, and as I mentioned earlier that this is a and this is b and this is c. So x is equal to 10x squared. Okay, this is not the a. We find minus b is equal, so we will find minus b, and this is 13. So we write minus 13 because that's what in the formula. Minus 13. So plus or minus. Okay, we're gonna write plus or minus roots. Okay, yes, do the roots. It may be longer than that. B squared, so 13 squared 13 squared minus 4 AC minus 4 AC, and that's A is what? A is 10, so we're going to write 10 in the bracket. Then C is minus 3, I'm going to write it also in the bracket after this. So minus 3 all over 2A. So right, all of these upper one we divide this 2A. This 2A we divide the upper one. This 2A we divide the upper one. So you write 2 times A, which is 2 into bracket 10. So close the bracket. So what we'll do next is we'll still write again x, because we will find x is equal to minus 13 plus minus 13 plus or minus. This is going to be here to the end. So write 13 squared. So we find out that 13 squared is 169. 169 minus 4 times 10. 4 times 10, that is 40. So 40 times minus 3, 40 times minus 3, which is minus 120. So we say minus. So minus times minus will be plus here. But we still want to write minus, so it's going to be so close the bracket. All over. So all over 2 times 10, that's 20. So we're still going to write x again to simplify it further. X is equal to minus 13, we write it again, minus 13 plus a minus, then 169, so we say 169 minus times minus, which is plus 120 all over 20. So 169 plus 120 is 289 all over 20. So we still want to write x plus or minus with 289, so 17 all over 20, or x is equal, so we still write x. To simplify it further, we write the plus separate and minus separate. We say x is equal to minus 13 plus 17 all over 20, or x is equal to minus 13 minus 17 all over 20. So if you find minus 13 is equal to 4 all over 20, or x is equal to minus 13 minus 17, which will give us minus 30 all over 20, minus 13 all over 20. So minus 0 will cancel 0 here, and it will be minus 3 all over 2. So let's write the meaning answer here in this little space that we had. So we say x is equal to 4 all over 20. So we say in this place x is equal to 1 all over 5. So we say again, or x is equal to minus 3 all over 2. We say what? 1 over 5. 1 over 5 we're gonna be equal to 0.2. Or x is equal to minus 3 it will be minus 1.5. So now we're saying x is equal to 0.2, or x is equal to minus 1.5. So this is the answer of number 1. So number 2, it says 7x squared minus x minus 13 is equal to 0. So as we did earlier, we find the a, b, and c. So we say this is a, b, and c, ignoring the x in this place. So we say it's equal to 0. Okay, yeah. So we can find it, you can distribute it now. So we say x is equal to 7x squared is a, so it means that we're not looking for a here, we're rather looking for b. So when b is minus x here, so what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do is simple. We say 1 times x is same thing as x, so we're not gonna write 1 again, so we leave it as x. So we can even say minus 1, just to leave it out. Minus 1 plus or minus, so b squared will be 1 minus 1 squared. So let's put it in the bracket. Minus square AC seven C, and that is minus 13. Over 2a. So that's 2 times 7. We're going to write it as 2 brackets 7. So we say x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus. So minus 1 squared. Anything times, so because minus 1 squared, anything squared is that number times that number again. Like 2 squared is 2 times 2, 5 squared is 5 times 5, minus 5 squared is minus 5 times minus 5. So minus 1 squared here is minus 1 times minus 1. Anything multiplied by 1 is that number. So 1 times 1 is 1. Minus 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. So we're going to write minus 1 here. So minus 4 times 7 is 28. So 28 times minus 3 will be 364.
So minus 28 times minus 13.
So minus 364. We're going to write minus 320, 364. Rather. Over 2 times 7 is 14, so we write 14 here. So x is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 times the right root minus 1 minus 1. So minus times minus will be plus 364. All over 4. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 1 plus 364, and that's 363 all over 4. So let's come back here. So x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 363, and that's 19.05. 19.05 all over 14. So x is equal to minus 1 plus 19.05 all over 14, or x is equal to minus 1 minus 365 all over 14. So minus 1 plus 19.5, which is 18.05. So actually x is equal to 18.05 all over 14. X is equal to minus 1 minus 3 is, gosh, I made a mistake. So in this place is now 365 is minus 19.05. minus 20. Point 0.05 all over 14. So x is equal to 1.28. X is equal to 1.28. Or x is equal to, which is minus 1.43 minus 1.43. This is the answer, final answer. So x is equal to minus 1.28 or x is equal to minus 1. So this is the final answer of number 2. So we move to question number 3. It says minus 10x squared plus 13x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is the A, as we all know, B, and C. We don't want to distribute it inside this formula. So we say minus 10, and that is A. So we're going to say firstly x is equal to minus B, and that is minus 13, plus or minus B squared, and that is 13 squared. So we're going to write root 13 squared minus 4 AC, and that is minus 4 A, that is minus 10. C is minus 3. So let's extend this one a little bit, yeah. Over 2A over 2 times minus 10. So we say x is equal to minus 13 plus or minus, so 13 squared, and that's 13 times 13, which is 169. Minus 4 times minus 10, minus 40, and for minus 40 times minus 3 plus 120. So plus 120 times minus here, plus times minus will be always minus. So we're going to write minus there. So we're going to write 120 all over 2 times 10, that is minus 20. So x is equal to minus 13 plus or minus 169 minus 120, 49. All over minus 20. X is equal to minus 13 plus or minus 7 all over minus 20. So x is equal to minus 13 plus 7 equal over minus 20. Or x is equal to minus 13 minus 7 all over minus 20. So x is equal to minus 13 plus 7, that is 6 all over minus 20. Or x is equal to minus 13 plus minus 7, like that, minus 20 minus 20 all over minus 20. So minus here we cancel, minus here 0 we cancel, 0 here, and 2 divided by 2 is always 1. So we've found the answer for this one. X is equal to 1. So we'll find it here also. We say 6 divided by minus 20. 6 minus 0.3. So we found the final answer of this, and x could be 0.3 and 0.3, sorry, or don't forget to put all in all your answers, or x is equal to so this is the answer of number 3. So if we look at number 4, it says 14x minus x squared is equal to 0. So as I said earlier, the basis of quadratic equation is always ax squared minus bx minus c is equal to 0. This could also be plus, that doesn't mean anything, is equal to 0. Yeah, so in this place we say this one could be 1 or 2 or anything, this one could also be 1 or 2 and anything, and this one will always be constant. So let's begin. 14x minus x squared. If we find the a here, we say okay, a could be 1 because minus 1 times x squared is minus x squared. So we say we could write 1 here so it will not confuse us here. So we say this is a, we found a at last, 14x, and that's b. Let's go on finding our c. Let's go. So we will say x is equal to minus b plus or minus. So we say minus 14 plus or minus b squared, 14 squared minus 4ac, and that's 4ac minus 1, and c is also 1, because if we multiply all by 1 it will still give us the same answer. That's it. 1 over 2a, and we know that 2a is minus 1, minus 1. So we say x is equal to minus 14 plus or minus 14 squared, 196. Minus 4 times minus 1, and that's plus 4. So 4 times 1 is also 4. So right here, plus 4 all over. We'll find out it's all over 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. We put minus right here. So we say x is equal to minus 14 plus or minus 196.4 is 200. All over minus 2. So we go here, x is equal to minus 14 plus or minus with 200 would be 14.14. all over minus 2. So you can come back here and say x is equal to minus 14 plus 14.14 all over minus 2, or x minus 14 minus 14.14 all over minus 2. So x is equal to minus 14 plus 14, that will be 0.14 all over minus 2, and or x is equal to minus 14 plus minus 14.4, 28.4. all over minus 2. X is equal to 0.07 minus 0.07, or x equals to, so minus 28. So minus here will cancel minus, minus will cancel minus. So 28.4 divided by 2 would be 14.2. So the final answer, we got the final answer as x is equal to minus 0.07 or x is equal to 14.2 here. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.